Shalom, my friends. It's time for this month's Ask Yael. And there were some wonderful questions, and we have kind of a theme that this month we're going to deal with questions pertaining to women in the Jewish role. And so I have a few questions. One is from Patsy, who wants to know if women are welcome to pray at the Western Wall, because in pictures she often only sees men. And the answer is yes, of course. Women are indeed allowed to pray at the Western Wall. There's something called a mechitza that I spoke about in past Yael's Corners that you could look up, that women and men have a separation in holy places, places of prayer, in order to retain that consciousness that we're not there for a social circle, we're not there for a social event, but rather we're there to communicate with God. And so that's why what we have is a mechitza, with men and women on separate sides. So it's possible that the pictures that you've seen are simply from the man's side, but there's also pictures that are exclusively of women praying at the Western Wall, because women have their own side at the Western Wall to pray. Another question is, why do people rock back and forth while they're praying at the Western Wall? And the answer is that it symbolizes intention. It's nothing from the Bible. There's no rule that you have to rock back and forth, but rather when people are praying and communicating with God and very intense within the prayer, within their studies, they naturally rock back and forth as emotion. So it's a wonderful question, a wonderful observation, and the answer is that there's no biblical significance, but rather it signifies that they are connecting intensely to God, and that's kind of the meditation of their body that they go through while they're praying. The last question is from Michael John Rice, who wants to know how minhag and halacha play a role as far as women in leadership, which is an amazing question. And first we have to distinguish between minhag, which is tradition, and halacha, which are laws from the Bible. And so essentially there are laws directly from the Bible that we learn. For example, the Sabbath. We learn that directly from the Bible. The Bible directly speaks about Sabbath. And so Sabbath, the laws of Sabbath, is a halacha, a law that we learn from the Bible. Minhag, on the other hand, are traditions. These are traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation. And so your question of women in leadership roles according to minhag and halacha is a wonderful question that we learn from the beginning. We learn that women and men are created differently. We learn from the sin of the fruits in Gan Eden, of Adam and Eve, Adam and Chava, as we say in Hebrew. We learn that their punishment is different. That the punishment for Chava, for Eve, as she's called in English, is painful childbirth. And we learn that the punishment for man, for Adam, the first man, is that he has to go out and toil and work for the bread on his table. And so we see from the beginning, this isn't a law, this isn't a halacha, as we would call it, but it's more, it sets the path for tradition, and it sets the path for the woman and man's role in the family. Now, that being said, it's definitely not restrictive. The Bible is all for women being empowered, women having rights, women being free. Israeli society, unlike our neighbors very often, women sit in the Knesset. There's a mother of 6 who sits in the Knesset. Women are doctors, women are lawyers, women are businessmen, women have the right to drive, unlike in many of our neighboring countries. So on one hand, the Bible, the Torah, is very for women empowerment. Women having a role in society, being strong in society. But on the other hand, we're always going back to that source that we're mothers, that we are the only women are able to carry a baby for 9 months and be a mother to that baby. And so at the same time, the Bible says women should go out and be empowered. Women should go out and follow their dreams. Women should go out and be leaders. But they should also never forget that they are ultimately mothers, that no man could take the place of a mother. That doesn't mean that the father's role is less important. The Bible also puts a very strong emphasis and responsibility on the father having a presence at home, at the Shabbat table, taking their children to services at the synagogue. There's a role for both men and women in Judaism, and a role for both men and women in the world. And that's what I look at as the ultimate woman's empowerment, that we could be free, we could be empowered, but we still know our role both at home, in the workplace, and in the world. So I hope that answers your question. All amazing questions for this month's Ask Yael. And until next month, keep gathering your questions, keep asking the questions, and I'll continue to try to answer them. God bless you.